Good evening and welcome to Theater on the Air! Yes, we're back bringing you more improvisational comedy right here from KW Little Theater in Uptown Waterloo. We have a great show for you tonight and an amazing studio audience! So let's start by bringing out our improvisers for tonight's show. First up, we have Jonathan Dietrich, Julie Taylor, Nikkei Abbott, Chad Farragher, and Mary Doughty. So for those at home who have never seen improv before, we make everything up on the spot. Everything you see us doing is happening for the first and only time. Everything we do is based on audience suggestions. And so we'll be asking our audience periodically for ideas to do our scenes and play our games. So we're going to start off with a game called a tag team story. The way it works is one of our improvisers is going to be telling a story. But at any point, any of the others can tag them out and continue the story from the very next word. They're also each going to have a genre of some sort. So we're going to turn to our audience to get some genres. Let's have a genre for Jonathan. Western, thank you very much. One for Julie. Horror. And several people said that at the same time. So I don't know how that happened. Nikkei? Cooking show. One for Chad. Samurai. And one for Mary. What was back there? Romance, romantic comedy. Boy, it's interesting how we get the same answer from a bunch of it. Great. All right, so let's have a quick, actually, let's get what the story is going to be about. Anything at all.
Miniature zebras.
Miniature zebras. Thank you very much. We now present to you a tag team story. Let's recap the genres. We have
Western.
Horror. Cooking show.
Samurai.
Romance.
Awesome. And away we go.
Night had fallen on the zoo. Everything had fallen asleep as the stars lit up the sky with...
And the ninjas sneaked into the palace to steal the remaining zebra. The zebras were asleep, these tiny
Little zebras, which were getting ready to have a lovely feast of some fresh leeks, which they started by chopping up with their teeth. Even though they were asleep, they were amazing zebras. They could do this in their sleep.
And they knew that this meal would bring them together, a meal that
would fuel them so they could break out of their cages and go wreak havoc round the zoo.
And that's when I showed up in order to rustle them all up together. Because that's enough of that miniature zebra stampedes. That's crazy talk. So I
got up really close, and I realized that the zebras, they were paired off in twos and twos and two,
and I looked up at the sky, and suddenly the moon came out from behind a cloud, and the zebras began
to cuddle and snuggle with each other. It was so beautiful. I couldn't resist their happy little
faces. But cuddling with zebra is forbidden under samurai code.
So for our next scene, we're going to do something involving the alphabet. Our players know the alphabet fairly well. In this next scene, every line of dialogue is going to begin with the next letter of the alphabet. So someone says a line beginning with, for example, M. The next line of dialogue would begin with? M. Very good. So we need to know some kind of relationship for two people.
Wage laborer and capitalist.
I think we have an economist in the audience. A wage laborer and a capitalist is a relationship, and we need a letter of the alphabet to start on. W. We have an economist and a really mean person. All right. W is the first letter you begin with, and you're going to go W, X, Y, Z, get the hard ones out of the way first, and wrap all the way back around again, ending on W. And it's a scene about a wage laborer and a capitalist.
We're gonna be rich.
Xenon gas everywhere. I've got all kinds of horrible chemicals here, and I don't know what else is on your shoes. And you're...
You got xenon gas all over everything.
Zounds.
Actually, that's a fireable offense, wage laborer.
BS!
Capitalism can only survive if people do their job properly without xenonifying people.
Dogmatic thinking like that is why, I don't know, why I'm here scrubbing the floors with xenon gas and you're just making money.
Everyone started on the floors, even me.
Oh, really? Finally.
Good grief, this is an easy task.
Heck yeah!
I don't understand why you're not doing it.
Just 'cause.
Killers are going to kill me if I don't come up with the capital to complete this capitalist concoction.
La-di-da-di-da.
Murder! Actual murder is what's going to happen to me.
No, no!
Oh, yes.
Pshaw.
Quiet now while I remind you how serious this situation is.
Really?
Sure.
Totally?
You know.
Violins are playing for you.
What now?
So for our next scene, we need to have a bunch of genres from you. So name about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. Broadway musical. Sorry? British documentary. Atari video game. Commedia dell'arte. That's ancient Italian theater. Yes, Commedia dell'arte. Good. What else? National Geographic. Keep your tops on, though. This is television. Yeah. Let's have maybe 1 or 2 more. Sorry? Sports. Sports, science fiction, and burlesque. All right, good. Keep your tops on. All right, so what's going to happen in this scene is they're going to be improvising. Periodically, I'm going to stop them and call out a different genre. They'll continue the same scene going, but switch into that genre. Keeping the same scene. Remember, nothing changes. Same scene, different genre. So we're going to start off, let's have another relationship for 2 people. Mother and daughter, great. And I'm going to be changing the genre periodically. Mother and daughter.
Julie,
Yeah, Mom?
what are you doing with my new lipstick?
I'm getting ready for grad, Mom. I'm graduating tonight.
Yes, graduating from grade 6. I don't think we need to wear lipstick for graduating from grade 6.
But, Mom, all the other girls
you're
are going to be
take-
wearing...
Sports movie.
You're gonna take that off. Do you hear me? I'm not having some rundown.
Yeah, heard you guys were fighting, came down to see the show.
That's right.
the confidence for this. I don't think I can do it.
Don't talk to your mother that way. Go get her.
That's right. You listen to me, and I'll get you through this. We'll be champions.
Science fiction.
But you know that if you choose that lipstick, the Glorgons are going to come down and destroy our xenon life support system.
It's true, I saw them in the driveway.
So be it. The Gorgons!
National Geographic.
The Gorgons have been fighting for their own revolution for years and years. It is time that they grow into the next evolutionary stage and find
Burlesque.
their own sensuality.
Atari video game.
Mom, when are you going to let me grow up? I want to level up, Mom.
You're not ready for that level yet, darling.
Honey, you should let her wear lipstick.
British documentary.
But really, lipstick was originally invented in the 18th century when it was considered a lady's job to be alluring to men. But nowadays, women can get jobs. We don't need to prostitute ourselves to men just to survive.
Broadway musical.
And that's why you can't wear my lipstick! You can't wear my lipstick!
For our next scene, we are going to present to you a three-headed expert. So we need to know from you what this expert is going to be an expert on. Anything at all. I'm sorry? Stop sign painting. And what did I have here over here? Velcro. All right. We'll combine both of those somehow. Let's get three people up to be a expert on stop sign painting and Velcro. Good evening and welcome to our show. Can you start by telling us your name?
My
Name?
Is
Mr.
Lawrence.
George.
Fred.
Lawrence George Fred? All right. No last name at all then, really.
Fred.
Okay, all right, Fred is your last name. So I understand you're an expert on stop sign painting. Why stop sign painting?
Stop.
Signs.
Need.
Painting.
Just
As.
Everything.
does.
Everything needs painting. I don't need painting, for example.
You.
Do.
Need.
Painting.
Apparently I do. All right, so now why do you choose stop signs specifically as opposed to objects, people, anything like that?
When
Stop.
Signs.
are
Pinkish.
They.
bother.
Animals.
And.
Leave.
Lonely.
Scared.
Thoughts.
My.
Mind.
All right. Can you say that again?
When
Stop.
Signs.
are
Pink.
They.
scare.
Animals.
And.
Leave.
Impure.
Thoughts.
In.
Mind.
Good thing they're painted then. So now, what does Velcro have to do with all of this?
When
Velcro.
Is.
attached
To.
Stop.
signs.
It.
Clings.
Very
Strongly.
And.
makes
It.
Hold.
the
Sign.
up.
Up.
So you're saying the stop signs are attached with Velcro? That doesn't seem very safe to me. I mean, any jerk could come along and just rip off the stop sign, big joke, ha ha, crash.
Did
You.
Rip.
off
A.
Stop.
sign.
Not me, some other jerk.
I
Guess
It,
wasn't.
you.
but,
Next,
Time.
I'll,
be
Aware.
of,
your
Comings.
and,
going.
So you're going to watch me from a distance? As long as you don't have impure thoughts, that's probably okay. Let's have some questions from our studio audience on stop sign painting and or Velcro.
Why red?
Why are stop signs red? Good question.
If
Other.
colors,
are
On.
the,
stop,
Sign.
then,
I
Want.
to,
rip.
It.
off.
All right, let's have another question.
What are your thoughts on yield signs?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on yield signs? Similar to stop signs and yet subtly different.
100.
Years
ago.
It.
was
Important.
To.
yield
Now
It's.
important.
to
Stop.
Let's have a round of applause for our experts on stop signs. So for our next scene, we again turn to our audience. We need to know something about one of you. Just tell us about yourself. Maybe a half dozen facts, little things. Doesn't have to be anything clever or funny. Just anyone who wants to tell us about themselves. Look how much fun Deb had earlier. There we go. So I'm going to come over to you. Actually, come into the light so I can talk to you. There we go. So, and tell us your name.
Caroline.
Caroline, hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Tell us a few facts about yourself.
I'm a culinary historian.
A culinary historian. Excellent.
Yes, that's someone who researches the history of food and why food is awesome and why the history of food is awesome, as well as cooking and recipes and all of that.
Oh, nice. Excellent. And tell us more about the rest of your life.
I also do costuming for Kitchener-Waterloo Little Theatre.
The very building we're in right now. Awesome. Excellent. And are you here with anyone?
Yes, my husband is over there,
And his name is?
Carl.
Great. All right, so we have Caroline and Carl, and she's a culinary historian who does costuming for KWLT, and she's married to Carl. Actually, to give you a chair to sit in, and we are going to do a serenade for you. Yes. So we're going to all our improvisers up, and they're going to sing the song of Caroline.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
Caroline, you studied how to cook for me. You started when you were only 3. And now you know how long ago that was because you are a culinary historian.
She knows the history of grilled cheese, tomato soup, and alphagetti. She's one crazy historical lady. Just ask her husband, Carl. Yummy,
My name's John. And this is Caroline. See, Caroline, she clothes the poor actors on the stage. I would have been naked without Caroline. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And interesting to see, Carl sits nowhere near her. Interesting to me that he's way over there. She was sitting right there. Is it 'cause of her culinary awesomeness? Is it 'cause she makes great clothes? Is it 'cause she's just this gorgeous? She's Caroline, Caroline, Caroline.
And to thank you for joining us on stage, here's a free pass to one of our regular weekly shows. Round of applause for Caroline. we're going to do something called a should have said scene. During this scene, anytime I want, I'm going to ring this bell like this. And whoever just spoke will back up one line, change it into something completely different. And every time I ding, they change it again into something different. So we need to know some kind of workplace. I'm sorry? A mortician's office. We take you now to a mortician's office. Remember, every time the bell dings, change the line.
Hello.
Hello.
I've come to see about getting a coffin.
Oh, are you feeling sick?
Well, I'm perfectly healthy right now. I just thought I'd like to get some planning ahead.
Oh, you looking to expedite the process?
Do you have something in mind?
Boo! Yes, I have some poison.
Oh,
I know a man that does assassinations. We could wait it out.
that might be the greatest idea you had. But I would like to look at your coffins because they do excite me.
Okay, here, look. Sorry, that's a mortician joke.
Oh, you're very, very funny.
Right here. This is our Model 9000. This is the Model 825B. Imported from Iceland. And it's free today with an ice cream cone.
Excellent. Oh, can I lay down in it?
Yes, of course.
I'd love to test it out.
Sure, of course. Let me just put a license plate on it.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
It's kind of a two-person thing.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm going to die at the same time as someone.
Look, it seems to me that you're not really serious about dying, are you?
I am! I want to die!
Ah, then why...
I want to live!
I knew it! Well, I have ways of dealing with that.
No! No! Yes! 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 Oh, maybe? You're really confusing. You just hold that thought for a bit. Hold it for a bit. Yes, I'm thinking maybe that's a good idea.
So for our next scene, we're again going to come to our audience. You don't actually have to say or do anything or get on stage for this. We just need to borrow your cell phone for one scene. Anybody at all? Good for you. We asked everyone to turn them off. Great. And can you open up to your text messages and choose a conversation? There's another card in it for you. Just pick a random one. They're probably all just as equally dirty. Oh, she's rebooting her phone. That's great. Okay, let's go. We have another one. That's fine. All right, let's go with this one. All right, can you pass that down? Great, and it's open to a text conversation? Awesome. All right, so who would like to have the phone? All right, Jonathan. Okay, I heard you first. All right, good. All right,
Alrighty
so
then.
can you pass this back to her and give her a round of applause? What's going to happen in this scene is they're going to be improvising, all except Nike or Jonathan.
No, Jonathan's going to take it over. My eyes aren't great.
Okay,
for
all
the
right.
screen.
And Jonathan
Sorry.
has his glasses. We're all getting old, all us improvisers. So the only thing Jonathan can say in this entire scene are lines from that text conversation. He asked everyone else can improvise around him, but that is his script for the scene. So we need to know something is around us right now. What is around us? Swamp. We take you now to a swamp.
there. Hey, neighbor.
Nice.
Catching some stuff today, huh?
Not quite the same as yours.
Whoa. It's never going to be the same as mine, that's for sure.
Also dancing, totally awesome.
Yeah, dancing fish. I know what you mean. It's something about the swamp here. They've got energy like you wouldn't believe.
That was super cool. You should try it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Man, you're really into this, aren't you?
I may never leave.
Yeah. Kind of get worried about you sometimes. You're out here a lot.
Well, Wednesday is dessert happy hour. If you leave now, you can be here by...
You're not trying to get rid of me now, are you?
Awkward question. By brats, do you mean the meat? As in bratwurst? Or do you mean brats as in my children? I'm so confused.
Me too. I mean, your kids are brats. But I was thinking more of the meat, you know. I was thinking more brats for dessert. I don't know, what do you think?
I think I'll stick with dessert.
Yeah, dessert, yeah, maybe just a regular traditional dessert, right? Instead of sweet kippers or pickled herring or...
Can we connect tomorrow to get the orange juice? I'm running around and have plans later, sorry.
Oh, really? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, seems like you've been avoiding me lately. I mean, again, I don't know if it's just because of the fish incident the last week, you know, where it...
No, no worries. I'm free tomorrow morning or evening. Busy in between.
Oh, okay. All right, well then, orange juice tomorrow morning, I guess.
Sounds good.
All right.
I will say likely around 11:30.
11:30. All right. Rock and roll. See you later, man. Oh, jeez. Oh.
And another round of applause for audience volunteer who provided the dialogue for that scene. Well done. And that has been our show for tonight. We hope you had a good time. Let's a round of applause for all our improvisers.